Fala galera do YouTube, Eurocasa aqui. Começando aí uma live de Vampyr. Desde a minha análise, Vampyr nunca mais apareceu no meu canal, né? Então eu decidi criar autosave, né? Pra tentar fazer umas coisas diferentes que eu fiz em comparação aqui ao meu primeiro save, né? Isso aí, eu só passei a primeira parte do jogo, que todo mundo tá cansado de ver em vídeo, né? Só pra começar o segundo ato, né? Vamos lá. Pra fazer esse jogo rodar junto com o XSplit foi um pé no saco. Literalmente um pé no saco. Tava crashando toda hora. Mas se eu conseguir fazer esse jogo funcionar com o XSplit, provavelmente eu consigo fazer Resident Evil HD Remaster ou aqueles outros jogos que estavam dando problema também, né? Depois eu vou tentar de novo. Hoje teve uma atualização, eles melhoraram muita coisa no XSplit, né? Deixa eu ver aqui. Ah tá, essa é a missão do necrotério, pelo que eu me lembro. Você tem que entrar aqui pela parte de trás mesmo. Deixa eu só dar uma olhada aqui pra ver se tá tudo ok. Pelo visto tá, né? Isso que eu tô entrando em outro distrito. Ué, aqui eu costumava escutar o barulho de dois skulls, né? Eu acho que salvou quando eu matei eles aqui, mas ainda tem um. Olha só. Ainda tem um e é level 6, né? Olha, me deu parry. Sério? É sério isso? Ok, né? Deixa eu curar a vida aqui. Tá tudo ok no chat. Vamos entrar aqui, né? A gente vai fazer algumas missões. Nesse save eu vou tentar curar o máximo de pessoas possível num distrito, né? Eu vou tentar fazer escolhas que eu não fiz no outro save. Porque teve muita coisa que... Por exemplo, num diálogo que eu perdi porque eu escolhi uma forma de lidar com a situação e deixei de tomar uma atitude mais séria, né? Como o caso do erro médico que aconteceu nesse necrotério aqui, né? Vai ter um corpo. Deixa eu ver aqui. Vai ter um corpo aqui, né, que Um médico e uma enfermeira, se eu não me engano, cometeram um erro e acabaram matando o paciente, né? Olha só. Porra do Skull ali. Oh, no!
Behavior is similar to the infected William Bishop. Must be the same strain. This sickness moves faster than influenza. This key will surely grant me access to the basement.
Com certeza. Cadê? Acaba sendo importante, né, pro game você ir farmando esses skulls, porque são substância deles, os itens que eles deixam cair, que mais tarde dá pra você fazer cura, né?
Balls of Mars, fortifiers. As popular as they are ineffective. But they do contain iron tartrate, and that might prove itself useful.
Ok. Cara, eu adorei quando eu comecei a jogar, né, essa parte do jogo. Porque é mega macabro, né? Era uma demonstração perfeita da ambientação do jogo, né? E nossa, a ambientação desse jogo é um beijo na boca pra quem gosta da história original de vampiros, né? Opa!
These skulls feed from corpses and the husks of animals. They're not after blood.
Tá morto. Mais tártaro ferroso. Depois a gente vai fazer umas vacinas pra gripe. Acho que vai ter um assim. Ok, né? Aqui tá o erro médico, né? Deixa eu já
It's locked, all right.
interagir com isso aqui. Tem uns bisturis nesse jogo, né? Que se você atacar com eles, você já ganha sangue em vez de ter que ficar mordendo os inimigos o tempo todo. Eu, por exemplo, acho isso ótimo, né? Para alguns chefes mais pra frente. Porque, sinceramente, você ficar batendo neles até acabar a estamina, pra você conseguir sangue, curar a vida, às vezes para alguns chefes que são mais rápidos é um pouquinho complicado, viu? Tá. A conexão aqui, né, entre a...
Mr. Connor's injuries don't match the report. I'd better look into this.
Vamos verificar então, né?
Traces of a pinkish foam at the corner of the lips. Some sort of drug overdose, perhaps? The chest was originally open to perform the operation. The sutures are clean, but the chest has been reopened.
Yep.
Multiple abrasions and scarring on the arms and legs. Old and distinctive injuries of a sailor or a fisherman. A puncture over the left lung, possibly a chest tube insertion. Not the cleanest work, but I think it was successful. Signs of internal bleeding. So, Dr. Tippett's anesthetics were incorrectly dosed, causing the patient's death. And then, he tried to operate on him again. Tippett has made an egregious error. It's time we talked.
O cara simplesmente matou o paciente com anestesia. Puta que pariu, né? Tô no lugar aqui. Ele anulou, que droga. Parece que o senhor morreu.
I'm not sure I can defeat them without becoming stronger. drink blood is so tempting.
É, mas não vamos fazer isso nesse save. Deixa eu ver aqui. Onde está aquela... Aqui. Amostra de sangue aguado. Fabricar aqui remédio para fadiga. A gente não tem o suficiente para fazer pandemia nem para sepse ainda. Vamos ver se a gente tem para melhoria dessa faca. Meio que tem, né? Mas ela é melhor do que o bastão porque ela é mais rápida, né? Deixa eu ver. Ótimo. Eu vou ficar com ela porque eu passei apuros nesse chefe aqui com essa porra desse porrete. Deixa eu pegar aqui. Então, uma coisa que eu aprendi nesse jogo é que as armas, tem muitas armas que são irrelevantes se elas são fortes demais ou não. Por exemplo, eu zerei o jogo com um porrete de 2 mãos que ele tira tanta vida, tanta estamina. Muito forte a arma, por sinal, né? E no menu falava que as minhas espadas eram mais fortes do que esse porrete. E meio que não era, não. A maioria dos chefes do jogo foram tombados por esse porrete. Eu vou lá em cima de novo, só pra ver se tem mais skull lá. Quanto mais skull eu matar, melhor. Não, parece que não tem. Deixa eu ver aqui como é que tá. Se o chat tá conectado. Eu acho que tá tudo ok. O distrito aqui ainda tá saudável, né? voltar pra lá.
It's locked. It's locked, all right.
Finally, you've returned, Doctor. Did you find anything of value?
Yes, nurse.
You've worked your first miracle, Doctor. Now, this patient here needs immediate treatment.
Duty calls. When the storm has passed, I'll show you how to mix the remedy yourself with the same basic ingredients.
Many thanks, Doctor. When you've finished, you ought to report to Dr. Swansea in his office. He's been looking for you. Seemed pressing.
Acho que é ele que tá com fadiga.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed. Can I help at all?
No.
Really? Why are you here then?
I don't want to talk. My throat hurts too much.
I suppose that this pain is the reason you're here. Is someone taking care of you?
Yes. And no.
Could you at least tell me your name, sir?
Mortimer. Mortimer Goswick.
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir.
You are not a burden, sir. Healing you is my responsibility.
And you have my gratitude for that.
I have to go.
Don't waste your time with me.
Good evening, Doctor.
Dr. Reed. I am Thoreau Strickland.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
Ok, não é ele, né? O doutor que cometeu o erro, ele costuma ficar aqui fora. Deixa eu ver se eu acho ele por aqui. Aquele aqui, ó.
Good evening, sir.
So it is true.
Do we know each other?
Actually, yes. We met once, but
Dr. Tippett, yes, I remember. I was assisting.
he was also very confident about your future. And look at you now.
Corcoran, I want you to tell me about Mr. Connor. How did he die? What happened?
He was my patient. He died because of my mistake. That's the blunt truth.
Who was this patient?
I don't know. Some sick man from the docks. Maybe a fisherman. I had no time to talk with him. No one claimed a body.
What was the nature of the mistake?
It was a twofold error. My diagnosis was wrong, and the administered dosage was too strong.
Why not stop practicing?
Are you mad? I killed that man, I admit it, and it won't happen again. I have saved so...
Goodbye, Dr.
Eu lembro que tinha uma enfermeira, né? Era essa enfermeira aqui, ó. Eu acho que eu achava os detalhes lá. Mas enfim, eu vou tentar achar ela por aqui.
Good evening, nurse. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed, the new surgeon here at the Pembroke.
Dr. Swansea has already told us about you, sir.
Did he really?
All members of staff have
I see.
You must know, blood transfusions are Dr. Swansea's primary subject of research.
Tell me what Dr. Tippett did. I know his mistake caused a patient's death.
If I had not covered up his error, Dr. Tippett would have been fired from this hospital. I could not let that happen.
You can't allow your emotions to dictate your conduct concerning patients, Nurse Brannigan.
Look around you, Dr. Reed. Do you really think we can afford to lose a brilliant practitioner like Dr. Tippett in our
Brilhante, o
situation?
cara matou o paciente.
To clear Dr. Tippett's name must be the decision of Dr. Swansea. You can't take matters into your own hands.
I respect Dr. Swansea's authority and management, but he's no idea what happens here on a daily basis. I did what I had to do.
Goodbye now.
Deixa eu ver se eu acho ele aqui de novo. Pra onde que esse cara foi? Não é possível.
Good evening, Dr. Tippett.
Dr. Reed.
Nunca na vida. Eu preciso de 2 pistas. Que droga.
I will cover for you, Dr. Tippett, by keeping what happened to me.
I don't know.
You didn't force me. This is my...
Then I can make you this promise.
Mas aí ele vai falhar na outra, quer ver?
What will you do after your resignation? Do you have a plan?
I always fancied visiting Cyprus.
Goodbye, Doctor.
Agora eu tenho que achar aquela cuzona daquela enfermeira de novo. Tá ali, ó.
Good evening, nurse.
Good evening, Doctor.
É, ainda requer
Goodbye, nurse.
mais pistas, né? Eu acho que ainda tem muita coisa a ser revelada do que eles fizeram. Falar com o Swansea aqui.
Jonathan. Come in. Fascinating, is it not? In the last decade, so many mysteries have been brought to light with our microscopes. The human body, biology's penultimate frontier. The more we explore its boundaries, the less we're able to trace a clear line between life and death. You, my friend, have a foot in both countries. The view must be vertiginous.
It's at least as vertiginous as chatting about vampires with you, I would say.
This must be all so new to you. This area of town, the hospital, a brand new life. How stimulating it must be.
I wish I could share your enthusiasm, Dr. Swansea. But my condition defies scientific categorization. Undead? Unalive? Immortality defies logic.
I cannot express my thrill at this serendipitous turn of events. The world's most eminent...
I'm a dead man. I was murdered. Now I'm a murderer. Tell me how this is a gift.
Forgive me. I've been an admirer of your work for a long time, and
pra ele não é, né?
much more than a brilliant physician. And please, call me Edgar.
Deixa eu passar essa câmera pra cá. Rapidinho. Okay.
Thank you. But I'd rather you didn't speak so lightly about my condition. There is nothing I find amusing about this situation.
Very well. I have a task for you, Jonathan. Something that will require all your newfound skills.
Please, go on.
The Pembroke only survives through the generosity of our benefactors. Unfortunately, our main donor has found herself in a bit of a bind. Now, if you could help her out...
A spokesman or politician is what you need. That's not my calling. And until I come to understand what has happened to me, I require discretion.
Discretion is in order, Jonathan. Lady Ashbury has recently received rather indelicate correspondence that, if revealed, would jeopardize her position.
And you would like me to eradicate this threat?
By the stole, of course not. I would just like you to pay her a visit. Her ladyship is certainly near the tents outside, tending the sick. You can't miss her. Look for someone impossibly delicate.
Accepted. I'll see what kind of trouble Lady Ashbury is in.
Agora que ele descobre que o jeito que ele tá ajudando a Lady Ashbury, né? Ashbury, né? Deixa eu... Ok. Sem querer vai trocar a roupa dele, eu não gosto dessa roupa alternativa. Vou usá-lo por enquanto. Vamos lá, né? Isso aqui dá mais 50 de vida. Isso aqui dá mais vigor. Com certeza é o que eu preciso fazer no momento. Deixa eu ver. O que mais eu posso fazer? Preciso de 1.300 para aumentar. Tá. Esse Clive Cox aqui, ele também tá com fadiga, né? Se eu me lembro bem, ele tem uma chave. Deixa eu ver se tem pra fazer a cura. Tem. Ele tem uma chave que dá pra um lugar onde tem um facão. Né, deixa eu... Deixa eu reconectar o chat do YouTube aqui.
Good evening, Mr.
Dr. Reed. Still working at night, I see. I like that.
And why is that?
People who don't sleep at night always seem more alive to me. More interesting.
You're lucky to be alive, Mr. Cox. I hope you're starting...
This place is full of...
Consider yourself lucky that I'm treating all of my patients equally.
Don't play the innocent with me. I'm sure you have good reasons to act this way. And also weaknesses that can be exploited.
Have you heard of any underhand dealings going on in the hospital?
Blackmail? That's not my style. Too risky. The black market, though. Now that's where the money is.
I'll leave you for now.
Jesus, I've never seen so many people dying at the same time.
The flu took my dear wife, Emily. I take comfort knowing we'll soon be together again.
Mr. Rainfield, that's no way to talk. You're in good hands here, and we'll be up again soon enough. Now do me a kindness and get some sleep. I'll be back round later.
Your words are kind, the blessings of an angel. You're the sweet, sweet lady of mercy.
É, ela tá te confortando só pra arrancar seu sangue depois, né?
Good evening, Dr. Reed. It's a pleasure to see you again. You seem surprised. Dr. Swansea has brought me up to speed concerning your recent appointment to Pembroke Hospital.
You're a the lady who saved me that night, before vanishing into thin air. I remember you from the pub with Dr. Swansea.
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself formally this time. My name is Lady Ashbury. I remember you well, in spite of the brevity of our encounter.
Apologies. You've taken me by surprise. I'm very happy to see you.
The pleasure is mine, Doctor.
I hope you're more disposed to answer my questions now.
You must have countless questions, but our rather urgent matter first. Swansea has explained. My cover, if you prefer, has been compromised.
Dr. Swansea has commissioned me to be your agent in this matter. You could start by explaining what's amiss.
These past insufferable weeks, I've been the victim of extortion. I've made a first payment, but the blackmailer grows greedy. I must refuse his most recent demands.
Please continue. Every detail is essential. I'm your man.
My embarrassment in this matter is eclipsed only by my shame at having put the hospital at risk. The threat from our anonymous scoundrel is clear. A list of dates. My visits coinciding with the dates of suspicious patient deaths due to massive blood loss.
Is it true?
Now aren't you the blunt one?
We both are afflicted with a thirst for blood, Lady Ashbury. That is our nature. By vocation, we also have reason to visit the hospital. Logic dictates.
In all honesty, I'm not simply a patron to the hospital. My visits serve a dual purpose. Dr. Swansea has been treating my condition with a revolutionary technique of blood transfusion. It seems you are a specialist in the domain.
I'll take care of it. Do you know where I should start?
Acabou de revelar a trama do jogo
If
inteiro.
that was the case, I'd settle the matter myself. You could talk to our local gossip, Harriet Jones. Not a pin drops here without her hearing about it.
I'll meet that woman now.
My life, as others know, is in your hands, Dr. Reed. I'm sure of your discretion, but I do fear your powers of persuasion will be put to the test.
Pegar pouquinho de ópio, né?
Simpletons, these nurses. Bred with no respect. What? What? What is this? Who are you? Get out of my room.
There's no need for alarm, madam. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon.
Preposterous. Dr. Reed, you say? I don't want some bumbling intern. Where's Dr. Swansea?
Please, calm down, madam. I assure you that I am highly qualified. I'm just back from war duty.
How brave. Threatening an old defenseless woman. You
Como
know how long
assim?
I've been a patient here? You've picked the wrong fight. I'm Harriet Jones.
Harriet Jones? Indeed. I've been meaning to have a chat with you. You know what goes on here better than any other patient, I gather.
Oh, better than any patient, nurse or doctor. I've seen so many vile undertakings.
I heard there have been some despicable goings-on. Was there a case of blackmail?
Blackmail? Wait. You're investigating something. This isn't a social call. One of those incompetent cunts slit a poor sod's vein.
If I didn't know better, Miss Jones, I'd be inclined to say you enjoy this type of idle gossip.
God's honest truth, Doctor. It's just the way it is here. Most of these bitches would let you freeze to death before getting you a blanket.
You seem to know more about the goings-on.
That's it. Blame the old and infirm. I see those little bitches' greedy little eyes. Just waiting for me to pop off they are.
I assure you, madam, this is not an investigation into a possible medical error.
Debauchery, then? Nurses Crane, Hawkins, Brannigans, whores, all of them. They can't keep their legs shut. I've seen them scratching slutty sores.
Really? Well, if you have irrefutable proof, I'll not have the staff behaving in such a manner here.
This is your business, Doctor, not mine. But I swear one of the nurses is cavorting with some man on hospital hours.
Thank you for your time, Miss Jones. You've given me something to go on. See you on the next round. Miss Joe. Now,
Well,
have you noticed any
it would be a great deal easier to...
Everyone here.
Thieves and murderers, the lot.
Come now, Miss Jones. Surely it's not that bad.
Have you no eyes? This hospital accepts all manner of souls,
I'll come and... The patients and staff might know something. I'll start my investigation with them.
The pain.
I wish I could be sick again.
I wasted too much.
Pippa Hawkins.
Good evening, nurse.
Good evening, Doctor. I don't think we've been introduced yet. My name is Pippa Hawkins.
And I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Dr. Swansea has recently offered me a position in this hospital.
Well, it's a euphemism that your help will be appreciated, Doctor.
What can you tell me about the strange man visiting one of the nurses during her shift?
Let me guess. You spoke with that old shrew, Harriet Jones. Do not pay attention to her, Doctor. She's full of fanciful tales.
She could have been telling the truth about the mysterious man.
That old witch will end up in hell soon enough. Who cares if the nurse finds some happiness where she can?
No matter how you feel about her, Miss Jones deserves our help.
Who says I don't care for her? Hate is what keeps that old crone alive.
What can you tell me about the strange man visiting one of the nurses during her shift?
Let me guess.
Goodbye, Nat.
Falta Dorothy Crane agora, né?
Good evening, Nurse Brennan.
Good evening, Doctor.
Do you know if any of the hospital...
The people who work here all...
Have you seen a strange man visiting any of the nurses here?
I've never heard of such a thing, Doctor.
Goodbye, Nat.
É, só falta a Dorothy Crane, né?
Another night with the glory. Battalion of Pembroke.
You're sure you don't come back with me?
Nah, I have to see someone at the hospital.
Be careful. You look so bad they may keep you as a patient.
Fuck 'em. I don't like hospitals. Or doctors.
Well then, when you go back to Whitechapel, you may find this useful.
What is it?
A pass for a free medical exam by the best nurse available. Just read it.
I don't read well, but thank you, I guess.
Bom, parece que temos aí, né? A resposta. Olha só, já vai dar pra fazer o remédio de sepse agora. A única coisa que eu não gostei no game, que eu não falei na análise, né, é o final do jogo. Descobri quem foi o criador dele. Isso aí pra mim foi meio...
This man has been savagely attacked and dragged to the floor.
Anti-hype pra mim, viu? Eu esperava que ele tivesse sido transformado pelo próprio Drácula ou algo do tipo, mas é completamente diferente. Chato da porra. Aqui, eu zerei com essa arma aí, ó. Porrete farpado comum. Essa arma ela acerta tanto estamina quanto dano, né? Ela é ótima. Quer ver? Deixa eu só demonstrar. Saca só. Aí com ataques normais você pode tirar a estamina do inimigo, né? É ótimo. Melhor do que qualquer faca no jogo, pelo menos na minha opinião. Ok.
Are you injured, sir?
Help me get out of here. I need to get out.
I'm Dr. Reed, and I'd be glad to help you, but you must...
Okay.
All right, Mr. Thatcher, you're safe now. Do you think you can reach the street?
Yes.
Good. Now leave this place.
Esse cara, se eu não me engano, ele tem cefaleia. É uma doença que eu vou conseguir tratar, né, mais pra frente. Mais codeína, maravilha.
This is despicable.
Aqui a gente enfrenta o primeiro lobisomem do jogo. Lixo, pra ser mais preciso.
What sort of creature is this?
Caralho. Estás muerto.
Here's what's left of him. Not a lot to check, but I should. Some voucher for a free checkup in Whitechapel. What is Nurse Crane up to? I really must find her.
fazer um level up agora, né? Porque pra ir lá na Whitechapel, né? Onde a gente vai encontrar a Doutora Crane de novo. Tem uns bichos com level maior que o meu, né? %99%. Legal. Só tá aquele cara lá com cefaleia mesmo. Mas infelizmente eu ainda não tenho a cura pra cefaleia. Agora eu acho que eu tenho. Não, ainda não. Só um level 18 ali, né? Quase nada. Pô, mas era pra ter mexido ali, né? Agora sim.
More and more of these bloody leeches every night. Aye. The guards recruit more and more every year.
It's not a place for you. Die! Die, Bernie! Christ! He's dead! He's mine! I'll take him! We have to stop him!
Deixa eu ver o level daqueles que estão ali embaixo. Ah. Meu Deus do céu. Induziu o negócio errado ainda.
Doesn't like burning, does it?
Whitechapel. This neighborhood is linked somehow to the kind Lady Ashby.
Olha a ambientação desse jogo. Puta que pariu.
Let's find this Petrescu fellow.
Excelente. Ali chega mais uma decisão, né, de ética do jogo. Ó. Um cara ali acabou de matar o outro porque ele não ia com a cara do cidadão. Ficou olhando. Eu vou questionar ele. Essa foi minha primeira vítima no primeiro save, mas nesse save aqui eu não vou matar ele não.
The wet boots will be proud of me.
Are you all right?
The bastard hit the wall next to me. I don't even know if he meant to miss.
If you've been hurt, I can help you. I'm a doctor. Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? If you know anything about her, I'd appreciate it.
Never heard of her. She's pretty, I'll keep an eye out.
Goodbye, young man.
I'll not die in some piss-stinking alley reeking worse than a week-old lappy.
What? Shooting a boy in the middle of a street. Not the best thing to do, wouldn't you say?
What? You saw what happened?
I'm Dr. Reed, and
No. Look, I'm not a violent man. I'm Benjamin Palmer, doctor. And no one can help me. Not even you.
É estranho que nesse save aqui ele não matou o jovem, né? No outro ele tinha matado.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? Have you heard anything?
It's funny, I've been searching for her too. I need some pills. But the woman is a phantom, if you ask me.
Really?
The word is she ain't real. She's a cover for some doctor who runs an illegal dispensary.
Whatever the boy did,
Oh, por que você
I'm sure
atirou
he
no
didn't
garoto?
deserve
Olha
a
isso.
public execution.
I swear I didn't want to hit him. It's just that I'm sick in the head, you see, and the boy just failed me last nerve.
Atirou no cara só porque
You don't seem
o cara
well.
irritou ele, né? Tudo mais. Ah, eu precisava do tratamento pra enxaqueca.
I will see you later. A gun?
I'll not die in some piss-stinking alley reeking worse than a week-old lavvy.
Ok.
What do you want? Leave me alone.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I'm looking for Nurse Dorothy Crane.
There is no Dorothy Crane here.
I'm afraid this medical leaflet says the opposite, sir.
Really? Well, I'm afraid
To enter that house, I must discover who this man really is. Maybe I could start by observing what he's up to.
A strange man was at the door with a pass for our medical facility. I refused him entry.
Darius, how could you know he didn't need our help?
His clothes were too finely tailored to be for Whitechapel.
Perhaps just a friend of that stray poet who is always about.
Richard Nithercott? No, not of the same cloth, this man. I suspect some machination from that journalist.
Clayton Darby. Is he still asking questions?
Yes. I saw him drifting around St. Mary's Church. I swear he is tracking me just downwind.
I must talk to that journalist or the poet. They must know about Darius. Nearby the church they just mentioned.
Joe, please, I don't have your money. Come on, Barrett, you know the game. You pay for piece of money.
Enfim, né? Essa live vai ficando por aqui. Obrigado aí pra quem assistiu. Grande abraço a todos vocês e até a próxima live.